everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Today I'm going to be planning the week of March 14th in my memory planner, which is of course my Aura Estelle A5 wide cloud planner, and I am going to be using my first spring kit of the year. I'm really excited. This is the kit called Amelia from Sadie Stickers. This is from this year. I just thought this was so pretty. Very early spring vibes, and I'm very excited to be using this week. It's got like a really neutral color palette and rose gold foil. Just absolutely lovely. So here are the full boxes. Then we have our functional page with some dainty foiling. This page that has some layering items and some headers and sidebar pieces. The split bottom washi, the date covers, and some other sort of functional items. And then as well, I do have the floral add-on for this, and I cannot wait to bring that in. So I'm gonna pull out these pages and jump in.
So while you are watching this plan with me, I am hopefully in Jamaica having a lovely family vacation, and just really, I'm very excited for that. I'm recording this voiceover before I leave, and this is one of the videos that I pre-uploaded and scheduled to go up while I was on vacation. So very excited for that. Hopefully I'm having a really great time. You can check me out on Instagram for probably a couple of stories, but for the most part, I'm just going to be relaxing, enjoying, and taking some time off, and then I will be back. But anyway, this week was not from vacation. You will hear more about that trip in an upcoming plan with me that I have obviously not filmed yet. But this week was so much fun. Honestly, like during the week, I was working a lot and it was a little bit stressful, but this was one of the most fun weekends we've had of the whole year. We got to meet a new baby cousin for the kids, and that was really special and fun, and just like so much kiddo cuteness overload. And then we also went to the zoo this weekend. We did a birthday excursion for my son, whose birthday was the week after this, and that is the last of the kids' birthdays. So we were a little bit partied out at this point. So we offered him the option of an excursion, which he took. So we went out to the zoo and had like a really fun day with some grandparents and some fun zoo time, and saw the animals, and it was a really nice day. So it was great. And then we went out for lunch as well with my parents and just had a really awesome little birthday excursion, we called it, for him. So it was super fun, and that was really special. And I loved getting to see the kids with their new baby cousin. Oh, it's so cute. Almost enough to make you want another baby, but not quite. And we are all done having babies. So yay for more cousins. We actually have another new baby cousin on the way as well still, so that's really exciting. The kids are definitely getting their baby practice in. So this is my first official spring spread of the season. Really excited to plan with this. I think this kit is so gorgeous. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I need this kit. It's got like it's got like a cozy sweater, which you can see my sleeves, which are my usual sleeves because I wear this sweater. Like I just like leave it in my office usually. And it's like my comfy throw on sweater whenever I'm feeling chilly in the house, which is pretty much always. So that's why if you always see like these like little white sleeves hanging down, or I have it in a couple different colors too. But yeah, it's definitely a favorite cozy throw on of mine. And it looks a lot like the sweater that the girl is wearing in the box I put down on Friday. Plus it's got like the blankets and stuff. So I just thought that was really fun. And then also for this week, I decided to try out the little currently section on my sidebar. This week it was just, I just listed out TV shows. I listed out all of the stuff that we were watching like on an ongoing basis. So like the stuff that's on week by week where new episodes come out all the time, which right now what we're watching as far as that goes is Dropout, Winning Time, and Picard. All of those are still on now. Picard is on Paramount Plus, and the other ones, and Dropout's on Hulu, and Winning Time is on HBO, but I've already spoken about those. This week we also did binge watch 2 shows. I think we finished Upload, which is on Amazon Prime, which is just like it's like a silly little comedy, and it's okay. It's not like anything super amazing, but it's entertaining. What I did want to mention though is that I binge watched a show without my husband this week called Somebody Somewhere on HBO, and it was so good, just like really phenomenal. It's sort of a comedy, I would call it. Like it's like kind of like walks the line between comedy and I don't know, like a more sad thing. It's just like it's about a woman who just moved back to like the town that she grew up in, and she had moved back there to take care of her sister who was dying, and now her sister is gone, and she's just really like mourning that loss and just kind of like struggling through life, and she just finds this wonderful community there, like reconnects with someone she had gone to high school with, and just like it's really so good, and it's just really uplifting, even though it's got like a really sad premise. But anyway, I just really thoroughly enjoyed it, and I like sped through the whole season. The show, it's a shorter show. The episodes are only like 30 minutes or so, and I think I watched the whole thing in like 2 or 3 days, which for me is pretty unusual. I guess actually that's not really true. It depends on the show, but if for something especially that I'm watching like by myself, not with my husband, that's like a little bit more unusual for me to speed through something so quickly. But so anyway, I just did really enjoy that, so I wanted to mention it to you all, and that's what I'm actually writing in right now, just writing in all of the different shows that we were watching. And I decided to do this a few weeks ago and then kind of forgot about it, but circled back to it finally this week as I was thinking about it, just so that I could use like more scripts and different stuff throughout the week instead of like writing in what I watched specifically on TV every week, or like if we watched more than one show in a night, which that's been happening a lot more since we have like a lot of week to week shows now where like only one episode will be up. So I'll watch a couple different shows in one night on the nights that we're watching TV. So I just wanted to try this out in the sidebar. And for this one, I super love how it looks. I think it looks really pretty with like the foil coming down and the this week's script and all of that. So we'll be trying that out for a few weeks to see if I like that, and adding like a little bit more of a functional slant to my sidebar there. So jumping into the day by day, like I said before, I did have a really busy work week this week, so you're going to see lots of that. But the first thing that I actually marked was something that was going on at school this week, and I used a little Crafts by Towie backpack for that. I'm going to be using, I think, all foiled icons from Crafts by Towie. There's probably a few other random ones in there. I see something from Alyssa's Craft Shop and Pretty Pinko, Sadie stickers in there, and then also White Deer stationery ones. If you ever want to know where a specific sticker is from, leave a note in the comments below, but I also do post links in the description with like all of my foil favorite shops and all that kind of stuff, and the doodles that I'm using and everything. Anyway, then I marked planning, and that was meaning like I had a planning session in my functional planner. That's not like a memory plan. That's not what I'm doing on a Monday morning, unfortunately. That would be a lot more fun than what I was doing, but I was getting organized for the week because I did not pre-plan for the week ahead of when it started, which is something that like kept happening to me over and over in March, or I guess I kept doing. I really I used to always pre-plan for the week ahead on Fridays, and then it just kept slipping later into the weekend, and then I kind of stopped getting to it over the weekend, and I'm really trying to like circle back because it makes me feel so good to know that my planner is like already set up. My functional planner, I mean, is already set up for Monday, so that I'm like super ready to go. I've already set my weekly action items in my Moxie Life, and I've got like all of my functional stuff and my to-do list for the week and everything all set up. I like knowing that that's set up before Monday morning, but a bunch of times in March I missed doing that, just like couldn't get it together in time, was not super feeling it. I hit like not a full-on planner funk, but definitely was not riding as high as I had been earlier in the year. I'm trying to get back to that now, and this week I did manage to get my stuff set up ahead of time, and next week I'm going to be on vacation, so I'm not going to worry about it, but when we get back from vacation, hopefully jumping right back into like planner stuff. And I did do for my goals this year, if you missed that video, you can check it out, but I did like a goals refresh for the end of the quarter, and so I'm feeling like really more enthusiastic about it again, and like back into like full action mode and full planning mode. Anyway, after that, I had like I said, I had a little planner session to get organized for the week, and then I just did my regular Monday work, and then some sort of life admin stuff. I have been like absolutely loving these little clipboard stickers. I have them from White Deer Stationery here, but they like come in a lot of kits now. I know like Two Little Bees and Missing Me Out include them in the kits, and I just think they're like so cute, and I love that for life admin. I think I have some from Hello Petite Paper too, but that one is from White Deer Stationery. And that night we just watched a bunch of TV, and we were watching like a bunch of different shows, etc. And on Tuesday I woke up really early before the kids got up to do some writing for the week, and then I ran some errands with the baby. And it was actually a pretty nice day out. So we also went for a little stroller walk around. She was in such a cranky mood though, and like kept trying to get out of the stroller, but like where we live is not really good for that. There's like not a lot of sidewalks near us, and like so unless I drive somewhere to walk, that's like it's not really okay for the kids to walk around, out, especially her, outside of the stroller. So I had to like buckle her in, and she was like really upset. And then she throws her shoes, and oh my gosh, not this time, but one other time she threw her shoe out and I didn't notice. And then I had to like go all the way back around the block to try and find this shoe. And it's also super, super hilly where we live. So I had already done like a full workout lap, 2 loops, whatever you want to call it, around the hills, and then I had to like go back and do it again. I was so upset. Anyway, after that I did some reading, and then we had some outside time with the kids in the afternoon. Again, I've just been, anytime it's nice, trying to take advantage, because it has been a pretty slow start to spring here, so anytime it's remotely nice out, we are headed outside. And then that night again, I just watched some more TV, and then I can't see exactly what I'm doing, so sorry for that. I think I'm just trying to get like the boxes situated. I tried to like mix up what size of stuff I was using. I know I'm actually going to swap that one out with like one of the 1/3 boxes in like the same color. I think there are just so many different shapes in this, and this is actually, even though I plan with Sadie stickers a lot, this is the first kit I had in like the newest format. So I still feel like getting used to the format and getting used to like all the different shape pieces, and I don't know, just spacing of everything, and trying to work the florals in since it was spring, and I really like loved the florals in this kit, and I wanted to feel like this sort of spring cozy vibes, if you will. So I was just kind of experimenting with some different placement of that right there. But anyway, on Wednesday I actually had a work deadline, so I was working for most of the morning. I was trying to get something submitted to my editor by lunchtime, and my husband actually took the kids to school, which was super helpful, because like if he takes the kids to school instead of me, it adds like an hour of extra work time or house time or admin time, whatever you want to call it, to my morning. And that is, as I've mentioned before, my most productive time of day. Like I do my best writing in the morning, I do my best work in the morning, I do my best thinking in the morning. So it's really, really helpful on a busy day if he can take them to school on his way to work, which is like super out of his way, which is why he doesn't usually do it. But anyway, he took them to school, and I was able to get my draft all submitted and everything by lunch. And then in the afternoon, I just had some chill memory plan with me, filming planner time as a little celebration after, which is actually usually how I structure my week, right? When the work is done, then I get to play in my planner. Anyway, I also ran the oven self-cleaner this day. One of my goals for March was to do a deep clean of the kitchen, like run the oven self-cleaner, vacuum behind the refrigerator, clean the inside of the fridge, and just like a few other items. It all got done, but this was the sort of kickoff for that. And I ran the self-clean on the oven, which worked super well, and it actually was not as smoky as I was expecting it to be. And then that afternoon, I just listened to some podcasts and chilled out, and I took a bath that night, which I actually marked with a candle and me time instead, just to mix things up a little bit, but I know that's what I did. Anyway, on Thursday, the baby and I went to Target, and then I had some more work to do. And I got poke for lunch this day too. I was just really feeling in the mood for poke. Anytime, like it's as soon as it starts to get warm, I'm like, it's sushi weather. Let's just have all of the sushi and poke, and just, yeah. And then the baby like really, really loves the poke bowl, and she's just like trying to like get into my lunch all the time. And actually both my girls are like that. My son does not care for it quite as much, but both the girls are really, really into it. Although the baby more is like into the rice and the edamame, whereas my big kid will just like steal all of your tuna, just like all the time. And then that night we had our Thursday usual podcasts, and not podcasts, TV and takeout. We got Thai food and just watched some more TV. And that afternoon I did listen to some more podcasts, which is why I got confused, because I was looking at a podcast sticker as I said takeout and TV. Anyway, yeah, it was a nice day. And before a bunch of like chaotic things happened on Friday. Friday was a really stressful day. I was working on edits from like what I had written on Wednesday, which usually is not a stressful process for me at all. And I feel like once the draft is submitted, it's kind of all downhill from there, easy coasting, etc. I am not, after doing this for so long, I'm not sensitive to edits or anything like that. And I don't even think I was beforehand, but there was just a lot of back and forth with this one. It was just not coming together as smoothly as things usually do. A lot of like pushback from someone that I work with, and just like kind of some back and forth there, but it did end up coming together really nicely in the end. It was just a really stressful process to get there, and it ended up being like a pretty successful piece, so that worked out as well in the end. But the process to get there was a little bit more labored than usual, and I was just really feeling the stress on Friday. But before I marked down all of those kind of frustrations that were going on, I did mark down that it was Purim, and the kids had their Purim celebration at school, which means they all got to wear costumes to school, and all the teachers were dressed up and everything. It was so much fun. The kids get like so excited for this. Our school does not celebrate Halloween, so there's no Halloween costumes there. So even though we took the kids out trick-or-treating, they had never been like in their classroom with their teachers dressed up and all of that stuff. And they have like a parade, and like there was like a magic show or something. I don't know. It was just like a big carnival at school, and they had so much fun. When I actually walked them into school, usually I just dropped them off at the carpool line, but I wanted to see like all the costumes, and it was a little bit chaotic of a morning at the school. So I walked them in, and the baby, who's too, not a baby, but she was just like, what is going on? She was so confused. All of like the grown-ups in costumes, and the teachers go like all out. Like the school director was wearing like a full-on Glinda the Good Witch costume. Somebody was in one of those inflatable unicorn things. The kids loved it. They just were having so much fun. So it was a really super special day for them at school, which is really nice, especially while I was having a not so great day at home. But yeah, they really enjoyed it. So basically the rest of the stuff that I marked was just like work stuff. And then that evening I just was really trying to de-stress, but it was not going super well. And this is probably another of the things that triggered, if you saw my goals video, I'm going to be really focusing on like managing my stress better in Q2. And this was definitely one of the days where I just did not handle things well. I was just like really just up to my eyeballs in stress. And I did not feel like cooking dinner this night. So we actually got takeout again on Friday, and we just got pizza and ate it with the kids. I was just like, nope, I am done for the day. We got home, I ordered this pizza, and I was just like, I'll see you later. I need like a few minutes. I can't handle anything right now. Anyway, on Saturday, we went to Dunkin' Donuts. We actually went in person, which we like never do, and picked out the donuts and all that stuff. So it was good, instead of just like sending my husband to run and grab it. And then we went over to my husband's sister's house to go and meet her new baby and have some really fun cousin time. So now there were 6 kids there, and my oldest, who is 6, is the oldest. So we had 6 kids under 6 in the house. A little bit of chaos, super fun. My mother-in-law was there too, in absolute grandkid heaven. And it was just so much fun, so cute to watch them play together. Just so much fun. So that was her 3rd baby. We have 3. It's just a lot of like really chaotic kiddo fun. And then that day that afternoon, another super fun thing, we had a birthday party. My oldest had a birthday party at someone's house, just like in their yard, and it was so much fun. And we were just like drinking some of those like hard seltzers, which I never drink those, but they had them. So we were just drinking in someone's backyard. I didn't have to drive. My husband was with the other kids at the playground while we were at this party, and it was just the oldest kids, who are like very independent when they're with their friends and like don't need any real like interaction or even very much supervision from the parents. So the moms were just standing around having a really great time. It was like very fun, and I got to catch up with some like friends and parents of kids in the class, and just had a really great time at this birthday party. I think I had just as much fun as my daughter did. So yeah, that was really fun. And then that night I took a bath, and we had literally been out the whole day. So I did just mark that we had a no TV day for the kids anyways, and that's really amazing. I love when we are able to have a no TV day on the weekend, because that is, I think, really great, and it's great for the kids. So on Sunday we went and had my son's birthday excursion. We had our zoo tickets, and it was super fun, and like got to see all the animals and all of that stuff, except the kids really wanted to see an elephant, and I thought that there was an elephant at the zoo, and there was not. There definitely used to be, but they were a little disappointed by that, but there were still like lots of tons of fun animals to see, and like the big cats were super, super active, so that was really fun to see. Like the leopards were like all running around, and we saw the tiger and the lion, and there was like a rhino, and so lots of fun animals to see. And then we took everyone, we went out to lunch afterwards, and then we took a big nap, and I actually took a nap too, really exhausted. And then that afternoon, since this was like the day we were kind of celebrating my son's birthday, we made cookies, and also he really wanted red lava cakes, which like I did not even know was a thing, but of course it is, so I just searched it on Pinterest, and we looked up how to make them. It's not like he had ever had this before, but red is his favorite color, and he really is into like lava, and we had been talking about chocolate lava cakes at some point, like over like a month ago or so, and so he was like, no, I want a red lava cake. So I was like, all right. So we made them. They were like red velvet cakes with like the molten center. They were actually pretty good. I wasn't sure if they were going to be bad or not, but they were so rich. Like none of the kids could finish them. I couldn't even finish mine, but they did taste pretty good. They were just like incredibly rich, but it was really fun, and they had like the lava flowing out of them, and the kids really liked that and stuff. So it was a really, really fun night. And then that night I actually painted my nails while I was watching TV. So it was just a nice way to cap off the week. It was a really, really fun weekend. Like I said, just like really a very fun weekend.
Okay, that is everything all finished up. I absolutely love how this looks. Let me show you what I have left from the kit. I did use most of the florals, just a couple pieces left, and I used most of the functional items too, just like a random selection, and then mostly on this page, which has like the items that I don't more typically use. But that is everything here. So if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in my planners. Bye!